Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Hello, welcome. I'm Robyn.
And I'm Julie.
I'm from Cancer Fit Plus. And we wanted to show you some baseline fitness testing that you can do, hopefully as soon as you start kind of with the program. And then it's really great to retest after 4 weeks, 6 weeks perhaps, just to see where and how you're tracking.
Yeah, it's really good just to have that as a little goal that you've set.
Yes.
To know what your fitness is like at the start, and then to see the progression over time through the program.
Yeah. And that way you're not like, oh, am I improving? Am I not? Like, it's a really good to have some sort of outcome measure. So we've got two kind of areas of fitness that we're focusing on today. So we've got a cardio element and also a core stability type element, and hopefully you'll be able to manage one or one of each is the idea. If you can't manage any of them, then that's probably a bit of a...
Yeah, that's your baseline.
That's your baseline.
Yeah.
And hopefully in 4 to 6 weeks, you'll be able to retest and manage to do some of them. So we're going to get started. 2 cardio options. We've got the step test and the sit to stand test. Okay, so the step test is going to be a 2-minute step test. So this is literally how many steps up and down you can do within 2 minutes.
And you don't need a fancy step like this one, just a stair step, so long as it's in a safe
or your front door step.
Correct,
yeah. So you can go at whatever pace that you feel comfortable doing, okay? You can go nice and steady, you can swap legs going up and down, you can go nice and fast if you have that cardio ability already. Now just a warning, 2 minutes actually seems like a really long time when you do this test.
Yes.
And you might feel a bit surprised with how tiring it can be. Good tip is to have somebody else count for you if you can, or just set a timer on your phone or your watch if you've got one, and then just make note of how many steps you're doing. So it can be done both ways. If you do feel you can only manage 1 minute, that is okay as well. You just record what you're able to do and how long, or how many you've done. So don't worry about that. Sit to stand test, the other side. Now this one, ideally, if you can do without using your hands, you make a note of that, no hands used, and you're seeing how many sit to stands you can do in just 1 minute this time, okay? So making sure that when you're coming down, you're nice and controlled, you're not dropping down into the chair, because that in itself is a test. If you feel you can't do it without dropping down, then use your arms, okay, on the chair to help control down and up. And again, you just make a note of that you've used your arms, and this is how many sit to stand you could do in that 1 minute time. Awesome. Now the 2 core stability options. The first one is going to be an exercise that we call the bridge, and it's really good to work around your core and your buttocks. You're lying just like Julie is, beautifully, and then you would time yourself and see how long you can manage that for before you get quite tired, okay, and have to relax. All right, again, if you've got somebody else that can help time you, brilliant. This one is the really common plank type option that you'll know about or be aware about, I'm sure. This one, you are going onto your elbows and you're lifting up onto those elbows from your bottom. And again, you're just timing how long you can do that for. If you have shoulder issues, elbow, wrist or hand, definitely do the bridging option. The other way, you can just drop down onto your knees as well and lifting your bottom up, and that in itself is actually still working a lot of that core area. Don't lift your bottom up high, keep it down low. If you can just do a few seconds, you write that down. If you do 10 seconds, write that down. If you're doing 2 minutes of it, then you're pretty good. And you'll probably want to start with some of our C25 classes if you're up to that standard.
Really good guideline.
Yeah. Awesome. I think we've covered off those tests. So key thing, put the date down, put your cardio test results down, put your core stability test down, make a note of that, and we look forward to seeing how you get on in another 4 to 6 weeks.
Lovely.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.